You might think that today is just another day, that this moment is just like any other. But what if I told you that this message has been waiting for you at exactly the right time? There are things in life that happen when they're meant to, and there's something about now that feels different, doesn't it? Something inside you might already be stirring, urging you to keep watching, to stay with me just a little longer. Trust that feeling. It's no accident that this is the moment you've stumbled upon this message. No coincidence that you're hearing these words today. The timing. It's perfect. The universe has brought us together right when you need to hear this most. How many times have you felt lost or unsure, questioning your purpose or wondering when things are going to change? You're not alone. We've all been there. The answer to all those questions might just be waiting for you at this very moment. It's been waiting for you all along. Think back to the times when you felt like something was missing. Maybe you've tried to solve the puzzle for years, searching for that key that would unlock everything. You might have sought answers in places, people, or circumstances that didn't quite fit. Maybe you turned to others for advice or looked for signs, but somehow you still didn't find exactly what you were looking for. That's because the answer isn't out there. The answer is here, in this very moment, in you, and what's about to unfold will help you see it. This is the thing about timing. It doesn't wait for us to be ready. It doesn't ask for permission to show up. Sometimes we need to be in the exact place we're meant to be, even if we don't know why. This is that time for you. You might not fully understand it yet, but as we go deeper, I promise you'll feel it. The dots will start connecting, and something inside you will know that this moment is exactly what you've been waiting for. Everything happens for a reason, but let's take it a step further. Everything is happening for you right now. You don't need to chase after answers anymore. They're already on their way to you. It's almost as if the universe has been setting the stage for you to finally see the bigger picture, to unlock that truth you've been searching for. You can't force timing, but you can trust it. And right now, timing is on your side. There are moments in life that seem ordinary on the surface, but upon reflection, hold extraordinary significance. What if today is one of those moments? You might not realize it yet, but something within you is waking up and preparing to break free from the chains of doubt, fear, and confusion. This isn't just another video, this is a doorway, and you've just stepped across its threshold. A truth that's been here all along but hidden behind layers of uncertainty and hesitation. This message finds you at exactly the right time, when your heart is ready to listen and your mind is ready to see. That's exactly what's happening right now. The moment of clarity is at hand, and it will find you always at the perfect time. You can't force it to happen. The best things in life often come when you least expect them, when you're open enough to let go of control and allow the universe to guide you. And trust me, right now, the universe is guiding you. Every question, every doubt, every moment of uncertainty in your life has led to this one. You may not have been ready to hear this message yesterday or last week, or even last year, but today is the day everything aligns. The timing is now. And this moment, the one where you're standing right here, listening to these words, will be the moment you look back on as the turning point in your life. Feel that? It's a quiet but powerful stirring deep within. It's the shift. It's the moment your life begins to unfold in a way you never imagined. This is your time. This is the perfect moment to open your heart to receive the answers you've been searching for, and just as importantly, to trust that what's coming next is meant for you. Always you simply stop trying to figure everything out and allow life to show you what's possible. What if you surrendered the need to control every detail and started trusting in the unseen forces working in your favor? When you do that, when you let go of the doubt and embrace the mystery of life, the doors to infinite possibilities open wide. You have to be willing to believe that this is your moment. This is the time when everything comes together. No more wondering, no more searching. It's happening to you. And this message has found you because it's time for you to step into the truth of your journey. You've waited long enough. Now it's here. The time is now. I don't know what's next for you, but I do know one thing. This is your moment. This is the time you've been waiting for, and I'm here to remind you that you're ready. Trust the timing. Trust the timing. Trust yourself. Let go of the doubt. Everything you need is already within you, and right now it's about to awaken in ways you've never dreamed possible. You've come this far for a reason. You've reached this moment for a reason, and now the real journey begins. Let's take that first step together. Trust that this is the right time, and know that no matter what happens, the answers will always find you at exactly the right moment. Always. We've all heard this phrase before, but how often do we truly stop and reflect on what it means? How often do we understand the depth behind it? Timing is not just a concept, it's a force that governs every step of our lives, shaping the course of our existence in ways we often don't realize until after the fact. Where you look back and everything seems to fall into place as if by some divine orchestration, a job opportunity, a chance meeting, a decision you made at the exact right moment that altered the entire trajectory of your life. The truth is, timing isn't a coincidence. It's a silent partner in everything we do. And when we learn to understand and trust it, that's when real transformation begins. There's a magic in timing, a kind of cosmic alignment that goes beyond our understanding. It's the feeling you get when you've been waiting for something, but it doesn't come until you're ready for it. It's the experience of a door opening just as you've reached the right moment in your growth, when you finally understand that you need to go through everything you did to arrive at this precise point. This magic can feel elusive. It can feel like something distant, something you have to chase or wait for, and it's tempting to want to rush it. We live in a world that values speed, instant gratification, and the urgency of achieving our goals as quickly as possible. We want things to happen now. We push, we strive. We worry that time is slipping away from us. But what if instead of forcing it, we simply surrendered to it? What if we allowed timing to unfold naturally, trusting that everything would happen exactly when it's meant to? There's a power in surrendering to timing, because when you stop fighting against it, when you stop trying to control it, that's when you unlock its true potential. Imagine it as a river. You can swim against the current all you want, but if you let go and allow the river to carry you, you'll go exactly where you need to be, and often you'll arrive at a destination far better than what you could have planned for yourself. Think about the times in your life when you've been forced to wait, whether it was for a promotion, a relationship, or a major decision. Those waiting periods can feel agonizing. And yet, often it's in the waiting that we learn the most. We learn patience. We learn about ourselves. We learn about what we truly want and what we're truly capable of. We learn that sometimes we need to go through discomfort to become the person who is ready to step into the opportunity when it arrives. I know how difficult it is to be patient. We all want things to happen now, today, tomorrow, or yesterday. But let me tell you something. What's meant for you will come to you, and it will come to you, and it will come when you're truly ready. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to force it. You just need to trust that the universe has a way of guiding you to the right place at the right time. Think of the power of timing like the rhythm of a heartbeat. There are times when your heart beats strong and steady, and then there are times when it beats soft and slow. And just like that, life ebbs and flows. The moments of stillness, those periods of quiet waiting, are just as important as the moments of action. Both are necessary. Both serve their purpose, and both are essential to your growth and evolution. What happens when you finally let go of the need for everything to happen now? What happens when you stop forcing the issue and allow life to unfold as it should? You start to notice the signs. You start to feel the pull of opportunity when it's truly ready for you. You start to see that every moment is leading you somewhere, and every delay has a reason. The people you meet, the paths you cross, the challenges you face, they're all part of the puzzle that will ultimately lead you to your highest potential. I know it's hard to trust timing when things aren't moving the way you want them to. It's easy to feel stuck, to feel as if you're going in circles, to wonder when the breakthrough will come. But sometimes the breakthrough can't happen until you've gone through the preparation. The universe has to prepare you to receive the greatness that's on its way. And that preparation takes time. It takes patience. It takes learning lessons that you might not even realize you're learning until they're behind you. The truth is, everything you've experienced so far, every success, every failure, every joy, and every heartbreak has led you to this point. And everything you've experienced has been timed perfectly to bring you to the next stage of your journey. You've been exactly where you needed to be, and when the right moment arrives, you'll be ready. It's in the peace that comes from knowing you don't have to rush. It's in the confidence that grows when you realize that everything you've done up to this point, everything you faced and learned, has prepared you for what's coming and what's coming. It's exactly what you need at exactly the right time, not a moment sooner, not a moment later. The power of timing is something you can only understand when you stop fighting against it, when you let go of the pressure to make things happen and instead surrender to the flow of life. You'll begin to notice that the moments when you least expect it are the moments when everything changes. When you stop looking for it, that's when the perfect opportunity shows up. When you stop worrying about when it's going to happen, that's when you suddenly realize it's already happening. Trust in the process. Trust in the timing. Trust that everything that's happening in your life, every person you meet, and every experience you go through, is a part of your unique path. The universe has its rhythm. And you don't have to control it. All you need to do is stay open, stay patient, and stay ready to embrace whatever comes next. The magic of timing is in its mystery. It's in the way everything unfolds just when it's meant to. And when you embrace it, when you learn to trust the timing of your life, you'll feel a sense of peace, a deep knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, and the future will come when the time is right. There's power in the waiting. And there's power in trusting that everything that's meant for you is already on its way, coming to you at the exact right time. You might feel like time has passed you by. You might feel like you've missed your shot, that the window of opportunity has closed and you've been left behind. But I'm here to tell you something you need to hear. It's never too late. No matter where you are in your life, no matter how old you are, no matter what mistakes you've made, there is always time for change. There is always time for a new beginning. I know what it feels like to believe that you've run out of time, to feel like you've missed your chance. Life can make us feel like we're racing against the clock, constantly fighting against the pull of doubt and regret. We tell ourselves that we're too old, too late, too behind, and that all the best opportunities have already passed. What if that feeling of it's too late is a lie? What if it's a story you've been telling yourself, a story that's been keeping you stuck? The truth is, there is no expiration date on your dreams, your potential, or your growth. Life doesn't stop giving you chances until you breathe your last breath. If you've made mistakes in the past, if you've stumbled, if you've taken detours along the way, that doesn't mean you're out of time. It means you've gathered the experiences that will help you grow and evolve into the person you're meant to be. The truth is, every step you've taken, no matter how wrong it seemed, has brought you closer to who you are meant to become. Think about it. Some of the greatest stories of success are stories of people who didn't give up, people who kept going when they thought it was too late, when they thought they were too old, too broken, or too far behind. People who made monumental changes in their lives at times when society might have told them it was over. Some of the most inspiring transformations happened later in life. After years of struggle, after setbacks, and after seasons of waiting, it's proof that it's never too late. Take Colonel Sanders, for instance. At the age of 65, after decades of failure, rejection, and struggles, he decided to take his secret chicken recipe and offer it to restaurants. Can you imagine how many times he could have told himself that he was too old to start something new? That the world wouldn't take him seriously? That the odds were stacked too high? And yet, at 65, after countless rejections, he founded KFC, one of the most recognized and successful fast food chains in the world. Or think about Grandma Moses, the famous painter. She didn't begin painting until her 70s. Her work was discovered when she was in her 70s, and she went on to create over 1,000 paintings. Imagine if she had told herself, "I'm too old to start painting," or "It's too late to change my path." She would have missed the chance to share her incredible talent with the world, but instead she found her purpose late in life and built a legacy. These are just two examples of people who didn't let the passing of years define what was possible for them, and they're not alone. The truth is, you don't have to have it all figured out at 25, 30, or even 40. The idea that we have to make it by a certain age is a myth. Life is not a race against time. It's a journey of growth, discovery, and change. There is no deadline for becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's easy to get caught in the trap of thinking that if we haven't accomplished something by a certain point, we never will. But the reality is that your life is in a linear path. It's full of twists and turns, ups and downs, and moments that take you in unexpected directions. The beauty of this is that no matter where you are, no matter what age you are, you can still change your life. You can still write your own story. And that, my friend, is the power of now. Now, I may not have done this yet, but I will start today. Do you know how liberating it is to let go of the idea that there's a perfect time for everything? That perfect time doesn't exist. There's only the present moment, the moment in which you have the power to change your life. You might not be able to change everything instantly, but you can start, and starting is always the most important part of the journey. It's never too late because you're still breathing, you're still alive, and as long as you have breath, you have the potential to create something new. Life doesn't give up on you, and you shouldn't give up on yourself. Every morning you wake up is another chance, another opportunity to take one step forward. It's never too late to decide that today is the day you choose to make a change, chase a dream, take a leap, or begin the process of becoming the person you've always known you could be. When we get caught up in comparing ourselves to others, we forget that everyone's journey is different. There's no right path and no correct timeline for achieving success. Life isn't a race, it's a journey of self-discovery. And what matters is not when you start, but that you start at all. You've been waiting for the perfect moment. The moment when everything aligns perfectly and you feel fully ready. But the truth is, the perfect moment might never come. It's easy to wait for external circumstances to change, but the real change happens when you decide to change within. It's the inner shift that makes all the difference, and that can happen at any point in your life. I wish I had started earlier, but I promise you there is no such thing as too late. You don't have to have everything figured out, and you don't have to be perfect, you just have to start. Starting is always the hardest part, but it's also the most powerful. Every new day is an opportunity to take a step, even if that step is small. Don't let the fear of too late hold you back. If there's something inside of you that you feel drawn to, something you've always wanted to do or become, it's never too late to take that first step toward it. You have the power to transform your life at any stage and any season. Let go of the regret, the doubt, and the fear of missing your chance. The idea that you have a limited amount of time to do everything you've ever dreamed of. The truth is, it's never too late to start. You are exactly where you need to be. And today, right now, is the perfect time to take that first step toward the life you've always wanted. Because the moment you decide it's not too late, that's when the magic begins. There are moments in life that stop us in our tracks. Moments that feel like a jolt to the soul, an experience that shakes us to our core and leaves us with a question. Why did this happen to me? Even in those moments of confusion, pain, or uncertainty, you were being guided. That life was teaching you something, showing you something, even when you didn't understand it. I know it's hard to see it when you're in the middle of the storm. When life throws curveballs at you, when the unexpected happens, and when you're left to pick up the pieces, it feels like you're losing control. You can't help but wonder, why me? Why now? The lessons that come to us often feel unwelcome, even cruel at times. We feel like we're not ready for them, like we don't deserve them, or that they've come too soon. Life has an incredible way of giving us exactly what we need when we need it. It may not be when we want it, but it's always exactly when we're ready for it. I can't tell you how many times in my own life I've faced something difficult and thought this is the worst thing that could ever happen. And yet, later, with the benefit of time and perspective, I saw that it was the very thing that allowed me to grow, to evolve, to transform into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what came next. This is the paradox of life's lessons. When you look back, it all makes sense. But when you're in the thick of it, it's hard to see the bigger picture. When the lesson is still unfolding, when the pain or confusion is fresh, it feels like you're drowning in uncertainty. And that's okay. It's okay to not have all the answers right away. It's okay to feel lost or broken, because even in those moments, you're learning something invaluable. It's almost as if life has a timing of its own, one that doesn't always align with our timelines, our expectations, or our desires. But that's the magic of it. The universe has a way of bringing the right lesson to us at the right time. It knows when we are finally ready to learn something that will change us, even if we can't see it yet. Think about all the times in your life when you felt like you were being tested, when the challenges seemed endless, when you couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you lost a job, ended a relationship, or faced a health scare. Maybe you struggled with financial hardship or battled an inner demon that you thought would never let you go. In those moments, it felt like everything was falling apart. But what you couldn't see, what you didn't understand at the time, was that life was preparing you for something far greater than you could have imagined. Those painful experiences were shaping you, molding you, and preparing you for the version of yourself you were about to become. We often think that lessons are meant to be easy. We think they should come wrapped in a bow of comfort and clarity. But the truth is, the most valuable life lessons are the ones that stretch us, challenge us, and force us to grow in ways we didn't know we were capable of. And that growth, while uncomfortable, is exactly what makes us stronger and more resilient. It's easy to look at someone else's life and think that they've got it all together. We see their success, their happiness, their seemingly perfect journey, and we compare ourselves. We think that we must be doing something wrong because our path is filled with more obstacles, more setbacks, and more confusion. I want you to stop right there. Your path is your own. It's not meant to look like anyone else's. The challenges you face, the lessons you learn, the hardships you endure. These are all part of your unique journey, and the timing of these lessons. It's always right. Think about the moments when you had to make a choice, when you were faced with a decision that felt too big or too uncertain. Maybe you stayed in a job that drained you, stayed in a relationship that wasn't healthy, or let fear keep you from pursuing something you deeply desired. It felt like you were stuck. But eventually, something changed. You grew. You learned that you were stronger than you thought. You realized you had more courage than you knew. You recognized that even in your fear and uncertainty, you were learning something that would serve you later. You weren't stuck. You were being shaped. When the time came, when the lesson was complete, you made the shift. You walked away from the things that no longer served you. You decided to step into your power, to take action, to choose yourself. But the clarity was undeniable. You knew deep down that this was your moment, and the reason you were able to recognize it was because you'd learned through the hard times that you were ready. You had grown. You had evolved. I know it doesn't always feel like that at the moment. Sometimes life's lessons come in the form of heartbreak or failure, and we wonder, what did I do wrong? Why is this happening to me? The truth is, these moments are not punishments. They are invitations, invitations to reflect, to grow, to see things differently. Life is trying to show you something you've been missing. Maybe it's showing you a part of yourself that you've ignored, or a strength you didn't know you had. Maybe it's showing you that you need to let go of something that's been holding you back from becoming the person you're meant to be, even when it feels imperfect. Those moments when you feel lost, confused, or broken, they are just part of the process. The healing, the growth, the understanding. It comes in time. Trust that the lessons you need are being delivered to you exactly when you're ready to receive them. Think about the story of a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. At first, it doesn't understand what's happening. It feels confined, restricted, even trapped. But in time, the caterpillar undergoes a profound transformation. It emerges as a butterfly, free to fly and soar to new heights. It didn't rush the process. It didn't push against it. It simply surrendered to the timing of its transformation, and in the end, it became something more beautiful than it could have ever imagined. You are no different. The lessons you're learning now, no matter how painful or confusing, are part of your transformation. You may not see it yet, but you will. The right lessons always come at the right time. When you're ready to hear them. When you're ready to grow. The timing of your life is as perfect as any grand design. Trust it. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and know that the lessons you need to learn are being delivered to you with love and purpose, shaping you into the person you are meant to become. In the end, when you look back on your life, you'll see that all of the struggles, all of the challenges, and all of the lessons came at exactly the right time. And it was those very moments that made you who you are today. So take a deep breath, trust the process, and know that you're being guided every step of the way. Life's lessons are coming for you exactly when you need them. As you read these words, I want you to know something powerful. This message was meant for you. The timing, the space, this exact moment. It's not by chance. There are no coincidences. The universe has brought you here because you need to hear this. I understand you might be feeling lost, uncertain, or overwhelmed by the challenges you're facing. Maybe you're wondering if you're on the right path, or if you're just too far gone to make things right. The weight of your struggles, the heaviness of your heart, those are real. And I won't ask you to ignore them. I'm not here to offer empty promises or pretend that everything will magically get better overnight. But I am here to remind you that you have everything inside of you to overcome this. You've always had it. You are not defined by your failures, your mistakes, or the things that have broken you. You are defined by your ability to rise, by your willingness to keep going, even when it feels impossible. Life can knock us down, but it can't take away the strength that is growing within us unless we let it. You are stronger than you realize, and this very moment is proof that you haven't given up. You're still here. You are still fighting. That alone is something to be incredibly proud of. You may not see it now, but the pain you're experiencing is a part of your growth. It's shaping you, refining you, making you into someone who will rise above it all. Sometimes the hardest lessons are the ones that carve us open, making room for the new, the beautiful, and the powerful parts of us to emerge. I need you to stop doubting your worth. I need you to stop questioning your potential. What you're going through is not permanent, and it's not going to define you forever. You are not what you've been through. You are the strength, the courage, and the wisdom that comes from every battle you fought, from every tear you've shed. This moment right now is your reminder that you are capable of so much more than you think. The journey ahead might not be easy, but it will be yours, and that makes all the difference. Trust yourself and know that everything you need is already within you. You've got this. There's no need to rush. Life has its way of unfolding, and when the time is right, everything will fall into place just as it's meant to. You don't have to chase after what's destined for you. The right opportunities, the right people, the right moments. They will find you when you're ready. Trust the timing of your life. It's never too early. It's never too late. It's always the perfect moment when it happens. It's your time now. You've come this far for a reason. The things you've been waiting for are already on their way, and it's not a matter of if they're coming. Keep moving forward with faith and trust in the process. Keep trusting that every step you take is part of your path. Even when you can't see the full picture yet, it's all coming together. You are exactly where you need to be. Don't force things. Don't second-guess the process. Everything is falling into place for you exactly when it's supposed to. All you have to do is stay aligned with your purpose, keep trusting the timing, and watch as everything you've been waiting for comes into your life piece by piece. If this message resonated with you, if you felt the truth of it deep in your soul, I invite you to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Together, we'll continue to explore how timing, trust, and belief can shape your life in ways you've never imagined. Stay connected with us on this journey, because your time right now is just the beginning.